In my intro, I mentioned that Paul Wenkos was probably not influenced by Stanley Kubrick, another young East Coast filmmaker just breaking into the movies. The Burglar was made before Kubrick's 1956 caper The Killing gained notoriety for its innovative handling of a traditional crime story. But watching The Burglar, it's pretty clear that Wenkos was a fan of Orson Welles. There are flourishes in this film, like the opening newsreel and the amusement park climax, that seem inspired by Citizen Kane and The Lady from Shanghai. Like many young directors, Wenkos invested a lot of energy in an attention-grabbing style and seemed to leave the actors to fend for themselves. With seasoned pros like Dan Duryea and Martha Vickers, and even complete neophytes like Jane Mansfield, he got away with it. But Wenkos clearly didn't have the experience to rein in a supporting player like Peter Cabell, whose performance as Baylock hits the same note over and over until you just want him dead. No offense meant to the actor. He was born in Germany, and English was his second language. In other films, like Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory, he gives more nuanced performances. But Wenkos' attention-getting style accomplished its goal. The film got him a directing deal at Columbia, where he quickly turned out a couple of good features: The Case Against Brooklyn in 1958 and Face of a Fugitive, a 1959 Western starring Fred MacMurray. But Wenkos' biggest success was Gidget, which launched the teenage beach movie genre in 1959. He didn't make too many features after that. Instead, he became a prodigious director of episodic TV and made-for-television movies. Some of them, like 1975's The Legend of Lizzie Borden with Elizabeth Montgomery, are pretty great. He did an excellent TV version of Ross MacDonald's The Underground Man with Peter Graves as Detective Lou Archer. In all, Wenkos directed more than 50 TV movies. David Goodis, author of The Burglar, had a less successful relationship with television. In 1965, he sued United Artists and ABC Television, claiming that the hit TV series The Fugitive plagiarized his novel, Dark Passage. Goodis was trying to score a windfall to help pay for his brother's medical care. But by the time the lawyers settled the case in the early 70s, with the plaintiff winning a paltry judgment of $12,000, both Goodis and his brother were dead. Since then, Goodis's literary reputation has steadily grown, exceeding anything he could have imagined in his lifetime. In 2013, I published the English-language version of Philippe Garnier's biography, Goodis, A Life in Black and White, which revealed many buried secrets about the author's unusual life and career. The Burglar would be a mere footnote in the life and career of Jane Mansfield. By the time the film came out, she was a household name, more for her outrageous flair for publicity than her films. Purportedly possessed of a genius-level IQ, Mansfield spearheaded a PR campaign that by 1960 made her the biggest celebrity in the world, outpacing blonde and buxom rivals Marilyn Monroe, Mamie Van Doren, and Diana Dors. But it was the kind of celebrity that was hard to sustain. In 1963, she made the comedy Promises, Promises, becoming the first mainstream American star to appear nude in a movie. By 1967, she was struggling to maintain her fame, and following an appearance in Biloxi, Mississippi, she was killed in a car accident with her attorney and boyfriend, Sam Brody, and driver Ronnie Harrison. Her 3 children, all in the back seat asleep, survived. And one of those kids, Mariska Hargitay, would eventually become a star herself, portraying police captain Olivia Benson on the TV series Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Well, share your thoughts about The Burglar with us on the Noir Alley Facebook page and Twitter feed, and then be sure to join us next week. TCM is offering a full slate of Christmas programming that weekend. That doesn't mean Noir Alley is preempted. We'll be showing a classic with a Yuletide connection, 1947's Kiss of Death, written by the great Ben Hecht and starring Victor Mature, Colleen Gray, and Richard Widmark in one of the most extraordinary debut performances in movie history. If you've never seen it, you are in for a treat. Until then, stay safe and stay in the shadows.